Hello student, I hope you are fine and all right and doing your studies as well. Last week we have discussed about the geographical discoveries, but today we will discuss about the next topic, that is growth of maritime trade in Europe. In Europe, around 13th and 14th century, Italy was the most advanced in commercial activities. Germany also made it considerable progress and commercial growth in this respect. But the English and the Dutch merchants were systematically trying to break the monopoly of Italians and the Germans. The Italian businessmen and traders carried on extensive trade all over the Europe. But the Italian dealt more with the commodities produced by others rather than manufactured by themselves. There was a regular contact between the Italian merchants with the Chinese counterparts. Now, what do you mean by the counterparts? Counterparts means the organization or the traders, the association of traders. Between London and Alexandria, there was not a single city where the Italian merchants were not present. Marco Polo introduced China to the European people. He also belonged to a merchant family from Venice in Italy. The Italian merchants also frequently visited the Muslim dominated North Africa, the east of Mediterranean Sea. So there was they faced not a difficulty to bringing gold and the other stuff from those places. Now we will see what were the reason behind geographical discoveries. In the Middle Ages, Asia, Africa and America were unknown to the Europeans. They first heard these countries, outside of Europe, these countries' name from the Arab merchants during the Crusade. Now the question is, what is Crusade? Crusade was the holy war between the Muslim Turks and the European Christian. Some parts of the European Christians, were dominated by the Muslim Turks in those days. So they wanted to reback their holy land from Muslim Turks and did not want to spread Muslim expansion to capture the Christian territories which was belonged to the Turkish that time. So the crusades were happened. So during that time, the other countries' name they heard from the Arab merchants. The changing economy from the spirit of Renaissance in Italy led to discovery for quite a number of countries outside Europe in 15th century. Or we can say the invention of mariner's compass and the astrolabe also facilitated and also helped them for the sea voyages. The desire to know the unknown, to see the unseen, to spread their religion all over the world, and beside that, the demand for gold, silver and other luxurious necessary articles led them for the leading naval expedition and geographical discoveries. Now, the next topic is geographical discoveries under the leadership of Spain and Portugal. Of the European countries, Portugal and Spain were the pioneer in daring sea voyages. Prince Henry, the King of Portugal, known as Henry the Navigator, he also established a navigation school at Sagres, where he invited notable Italian sailors for teach them, appointed as teachers for the sailor. In 1488, from Portuguese side, Bartholomew Diaz started his journey. He reached the southern end of the west coast of Africa and he called that place Cape of Storm for the terrible storm he faced during that time. King of Portugal renamed it Cape of Good Hope as he thought that this discovery would soon facilitate the way to the east. Vasco da Gama reached India with his companions. He first reached at Calicut on 21st of May 1498. Another Portuguese sailor, Cabral, he discovered Brazil of South America. Christopher Columbus deserved the special mention about the Spanish sailor. His third expedition was exploration of America in 1492. Columbus thought he reached India, so he called it Indies. Later it was proved that he had reached completely a new continent. After that, Amerigo Vespucci reached there for the first time. He was an Italian sailor. He first time reached there and he discovered that America is a continent itself and it is not a part of Asia. It was named after his name, America. Next is Magellan. Magellan was also a Portuguese sailor. Along with his companions, he reached comparatively a very calm ocean and he named it Pacific Ocean. At last, he had to die by the Philippines and he temporarily named that island to the Spanish king Philip. Magellan was killed by the natives of Philippine Islands, and then at the end of this we can say that but also that his ship was succeeded in going around Africa and thus back to Europe. So we can say that that was the first sea voyage around the world, and he also proved that the earth is round. Next is the result of geographical discoveries. As a result of the growth of trade in commercial revolution took place in the different parts of Europe and outside of European countries, there was the consequence and the result of sea voyages. Number 1, sea voyages, geographical exploration refers to the explore of a new and previously unknown lands and geographical location. And number 2 is among the important causes, there were the fall of Constantinople, travelers' account and also demand for necessary articles, and also the religion that was spread by the navigation. Third point is the geographical discoveries has a great impact on the political, economical and also social platform. So the religious and cultural history of the entire world had been changed due to the geographical discoveries. And till that, for today, in my next video, I will discuss about the next topic of your syllabus. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy.